Well, now that I've used a deep sky stacker to stack my light frames, I'm now going to use StarTools to do some processing of that stacked image. So I'm going to open up StarTools. I'll click on Open, and I'll look for my image that I stacked, which is in my stacked images folder, and that would be Orion number 5. You notice it's saved as a FTS file. That's the result that you get when you use a deep sky stacker. So StarTools is able to open that type of file. Okay, so now it's asking us if this image is linear or it has already been stretched. Well, I haven't done anything to it, just stack it so it's still linear. So I'm going to click here. And let it load up. Okay, it's telling me I have some stacking artifacts, so I'm gonna crop this image, try to get rid of the stacking artifacts around the edges. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run the bin command to reduce the size of the image. That way it's easier to process. Okay, it says its scale noise reduction is 50%. New image size is 2601 by 1732 pixels. Okay, so I'll say keep. So now we have a smaller size file to work with, which makes it easier. Next step is I'm going to do a cropping to try to get rid of some of the artifacts around the edges from stacking. So I'm going to run crop, and I want to keep the start here. So I'll pick about here, I'll click my mouse and hold it down, and I missed that star, so I'm going to do it again. Cancel, crop. Okay, that's better. Okay, so that's going to be our new image size. I'm going to keep this. First thing I'll do is I'll run a auto develop just to see what results I get. Okay, it's really blown out here, overexposed, so I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna run the manual develop, which is this one here. And I'm gonna increase the gamma a little bit. I'm gonna play with these settings until I get something that's not too overexposed. Let's see, I'm gonna reduce this a little bit. Okay, that may be good because all this detail comes out and we'll the editing process will clear all this up. That looks alright. Okay. Now, here there's a button that says before. If you click on it, you'll see the image before, and then you click on it and you see the image after. Before, after. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Next, I'm going to run a contrast. I'm going to try to go down that list. Click Do. Click Before. Click After. That turns out fairly nice, so I'm going to keep this. Next, I'll use HDR. I'm going to try to go down this column in order, just to make things simple. Okay, I'm going to select Optimize, see what results I get. Click the image before, after. It brings out some nice detail here in the nebulous clouds. Let's run Equalize, see what results we get. Before, after. Before and after. I think Optimize is better so far. This is Tame. Before, after. Yeah, it clears the center up fairly nice. And Reveal. Now I haven't applied any of these yet, I'm just seeing what results I get. Okay, this doesn't look very good. So I'm going to select Optimize. And I'm going to keep this one. Let's see, let's look at it before, after. I like the way it brings out the detail in the clouds. So I'll keep this. I'm going to run HDR again, and I'm going to click on Tame and see before, after. I'm not sure if I want that or not. Before, after. No, I'm going to keep this bright area there. I'm running Optimize again. That's before and after. I'm not going to keep that. Equalize. Before, after. No, I'm not going to keep that. Okay, I'm going to cancel this command. Next up is Sharp. I'm going to run Sharp. Click the next button. Let it do its thing. Now I'm going to scroll over to look at some detail and hit before and after. I'm going to zoom out some. Before, after. It looks pretty nice. After, okay. This, click to see before, click to see after. I'm going to keep that. Next is Decon. This is asking for a mask. So I'm going to run the mask feature. Okay, I'll click OK. And I'm going to click Mask. And I'm going to select Auto and Do. This will select all the stars automatically. Now you can see here it selected stars and some it didn't select, and it selected a bunch of little points throughout. I want to get rid of all these little dots. So I'm going to click on shrink one time, and that got rid of them, but it still kept the stars. I'm going to click on grow one time. Okay, so that's better. Zoom out some. Now I want to manually select some of these stars. So I'll just click on the individual stars and it should pick them up automatically. There's another one. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, here's another one it missed. This one here, it's not filled in all the way. There we go. Scroll over. Okay, I think that should do it for now. Zoom out some. Okay, so now that I've selected all the stars, I'm gonna invert the mask so it selects everything except the stars. So now everything is green except for the stars, and that's what we want. I'm gonna keep this mask. Let it process, and now we can see the image before and after. There wasn't really too much change. Before, after. I'm going to keep this. Now I'm going to run the wipe command. Okay, now it tells us that it needs a full mask, not the partial mask we did, so I'm gonna use the full mask. Okay, so we have 4 options here to pick. I'm gonna select the first one and click do. I selected gradient. Okay, that turned out fairly nice. Click before and after. That looks nice. Let me select vignetting and click do. That looks pretty good too. Color cast. No, that's too light. And amp glow. No, that didn't turn out very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna select gradient again and keep it. Then I'll come back and select vignetting and keep the vignetting. That looks nice, keep that. I'm gonna select wipe again. Okay. Click vignetting. Click on the do button. And let's see before, after. Before and after. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, next up, we've done the bin. Filter. Let's see. I don't see a difference with filter. I'm not sure what it does with this image. So I'm going to cancel that. Layers, I'm not sure what that does. Denoise, that'll be later. Banding, I don't see any bands on this. But let's run it anyway. Do. Right now it's checking for vertical banding. It'll correct any vertical lines it finds. Before, after, it didn't do anything that I could see, so I cancel that. I'm going to click on the life button. Here we have 5 options. Let's go through each one. Moderate, do. Now on any of these commands you could adjust all these settings and play with them to get the results you're looking for. Let's see what we have here. Before and after. That's the moderate one. Before, after. It really highlights all this area here. That looks good. I think I'll keep the moderate, but let's check the other 4. I clicked on heavy. So let's see what results we get. Before and after. That looks nice also. Before, after. Less, more. Let's see what this does. Do. It darkens everything around. Let's see before and after. That looks pretty nice. Before, after. Before and after. Okay. I'll probably keep the moderate and come back and do a less, more. But let's look at the other 2 that are remaining. Let's select shroud, do. Now you can apply all these options as many times as you want, and this software will not let you overdo the image. It's a pretty smart software. Okay, that was shroud. That makes it kind of dreamy or cloudy. We're not keeping that one. Let's see what isolate does. Do. Okay, well this one here gives it a real nice dark sky, but we lose a lot of the detail. The nebulous clouds here. That's before and that's after. So I'm going to click on moderate, do. That's before and after. Before and after. Okay, I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to come back and apply the less, more. So back to life. Click on less, more, and click on do. Okay, this is before and this is after. Now our sky is looking darker, but we did not lose all the cloud detail. Now, like I said before, you can go in here and modify all these settings and see what results you get. But for now, I'm just keeping the default settings. So I like this. I'm gonna hit keep. Now you notice some of these buttons are locked. They will not unlock until I stop tracking all my adjustments, which is what I think I'll do. Well, let me look at the flux here. Let's see what this does. Okay, the current message set full. Please don't be high. Okay, so let's select the mask again. It wants an inverted mask, so let's click on auto, do, and we need to select the stars again. We have a lot of these small areas selected we want to get rid of, so I'll click shrink one time to get rid of. Now I'm going to click on grow, and I'm going to manually select the stars it missed. Oh, didn't want to do that. Okay, let's see what else it missed over here. Anything? Yes. This large one. Oops. Okay. Anything else? This one here. That one. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. That one. And this one. I think that should do it for now. Let's see. Okay. So I am going to invert the selection. So everything except the stars are selected. And I want to keep this mask. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And we have 3 options to go through. So let's see what we get with the first one. Sharpen. Let's see before and after. A little bit of change. Looks a little bit better. Let's see what detail gives us. Before makes it a little bit grainier, which is not bad. Before, after. You can notice it right here, especially. Before, after. Let's see what noise does for us. Before, after. Makes it smoother. So I'm gonna keep the noise feature, and let's see. I'm gonna hit keep. Okay, color, that'll be one of the last things I adjust. So now I'm gonna stop the tracking. Okay, we have 3 options. Stop tracking, do a final noise reduction. Stop tracking, no noise reduction, and cancel. Well, I want to stop the tracking and do a final noise reduction. Okay, the mask, to make the most of the tracking feature. noise. Okay, so I want to do the whole image, and the mask right now is a partial. So yes, set full mask. Okay, so let's see what it looked like before and after. Scroll over a little bit. Before, after. Before, after. It made everything really smooth, got rid of all the noise. Gotta keep that. Okay, so now it has unlocked these other buttons. I'm gonna go through a couple of them. The synth, I'm not sure what this does, so I'm not gonna go over this button right now, so I'm gonna cancel. Lens, same thing, I'm not really too sure what it does. Before, after, I don't see much change. Let's see. Before, after. Before, after. It makes it a little bit more clear, I think. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, that was lens. Heel. Mask is empty. Okay, edit mask. How do we do... Let's see what it heel does for us. There are some stars again. I'm guessing you could save the mask once you set it, but I haven't really looked at that. I guess I should. It would help if I didn't have to do this mask over and over. There are some dots here, some pixels selected that I don't want, so I want to hit shrink and grow. Okay, that's better. So this one, that was only partially selected. Okay, I think that'll do it for now. Let's see what results we get. Let's keep the mask, and let's see what happens. I got rid of the stars, and I want my stars, so now I'm gonna cancel this. So this feature deletes the stars. Okay, that was heal. Let's see what magic does. Before, after, zoom out some. Before, that's a real subtle change. It looks like it got rid of some of the noise. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, filter layer, denoise, we've already done that. Repair is the one we haven't done yet. Okay, so click do. Before, okay, so it's making the stars round. Before, after. Zoom out a little bit. Before, after. Yeah, that looks nicer with more rounded stars. Before, after. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, now for my final adjustment will be the color. I want to get rid of some of the green. So saturation, I'm just going to play with these until I get a result I'm more or less happy with. I'm going to increase that saturation a little bit. I'm going to reduce the, I'm going to cap the green to yellow, maybe. Let's see what results it gives me. No, it still has too much green. I'm going to cap the green to brown. Okay, I'm going to reduce the amount of green in here a little bit. And I'm going to increase the blue and the red. And let's see, before, not much change yet. So I'm going to increase the red ratio. Let's go to 5 and increase the blue ratio to 5 or 6. Keep them at 5. Before, after. Okay, I'm going to reduce the green more. And increase the red and the blue. And let's see what the results are. Before, after, not much changing. Okay, let's increase these ratios here a little bit higher. Okay, now all my stars are turning red. I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna reset this to its original. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I'm gonna run contrast one more time, just to try to get the sky a little bit darker. Before, after. I'm gonna reduce the aggressiveness to about 26%. Click do. Before, after. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I'll reduce it a little bit more, 17%. Do. Before, after. I'm gonna keep this one, it looks good. Okay, well, I'm gonna save my file. I think I'm happy with this image for now. I'm gonna save it to my folder called Processed. And it'll save it as a TIFF file. So 3/30/14 is the date I took these images. M42 Orion, number 5. Save. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this image. So I'm going to close this, and the final step will be editing that image we just processed with StarTools with GIMP to convert it from a TIFF image into a JPEG and do some final tweaking. But that will be the next video. So that's it for now.